find out, okay, and understand, all right? See these extremities of colors going through these tornadoes, even showing you the power behind them being the synonymous colors with the colors that I tell you I have at my availability to destroy whole cities. This I wanted you to see, as this tornado makes it perfectly clear to you that it is involved with the electromagnetism that I'm telling you about as it goes through this city and destroy whole cities. As I tell you, this can intensify. The biggest objective of these elements is to bring a real good message to you white people. And that message is, you guys have stolen our planet and you are going to give it back. And that's all to it. All of you Semites and all you evil ass people who have the nerves to sit up and try to think that I'm the one that's racist now for telling you how horrible you have been and how bad we have been mistreated on this earth. And this is our earth, and I have the green light backing me up. I don't care if no white people back me up, or no black people back me up, or no Mexicans back me up, or anybody. Even this state of always by myself that I go through right now, it's never existing, because I always know that I have the sun that is my true provider of everything, and that you white people stole everything from everyone and have the nerves to claim everything to be yours because of what you've done with your guns. Okay, and how you've taken possession of everything through violence. But these tornadoes and all these things on the planet that's going to just be out here persistent at everything, they are here. And they creating these weather circumstances all over the planet. Okay, and watch, when we go into tornado season this year, the tornadoes could be everywhere. I could put them anywhere I want. Anywhere, all I got to do is think and ask the universe, is it deserving? And if the universe say that it's deserving, she will put one somewhere. And the reason why I say all I have to do is think is because I can see what people is doing. And you know, whatever people is doing to me, I'm sure they're doing it to everybody all around the planet. And so we're not going to be on this earth treated bad and having our little Trayvons murdered and everything, as long as we got these elemental forces here with us working in our favor. Every time something like that happen to us, something bad going to happen to you guys. That's just all to it. It says, for the time will come when men will not put up with sound doctrine. Instead, to suit their own desires, they will gather around them a great number of teachers to say what their itching ears want to hear. That means you lying ass preachers in the church, lying to the people, telling them all you got to do is ask Jesus for forgiveness and do everything you want. Just come and ask Jesus for forgiveness, which is foolishness. You're gonna have to pay for everything you do. It say, and knowing this first of all, that in the last days scoffers will come, following their own sinful desires. They will say, where is the promise of his coming? For ever since our fathers fell asleep, all things continue as they were from the beginning of creation. And that's right. And the reason why they tell you that people are going to come around and scorn this religion is because it's true. They're admitting themselves that at that time, they knew that Jesus never showed up. Because this is what it's saying. Knowing this first of all, okay? They knew already of all things that it had been a big period of time went by, specified and promised of his return had gotten fulfilled. And now they say that in the last days, scoffers will come following their own sinful desires. They will say, where is the promise of his coming? That's like me right now. Where is he? Where is he at? I know where he is. It's me. You see what I'm saying? I know where he is, but I'm asking you guys, where is your Jesus at? When all this stuff is going on the planet, where is he? Why can't he come here and speak to these elements and ask them to be nice and calm down? And then the earth return to a state of normality, which to you white people would just be you guys being able to enslave us black people again all over. But what I mean about normality is as to where everything is back where it should have remained. And the way the universe created this thing from spark will be the way it's returned to existing. And that is what my whole overall objective is for being here on this earth. That's why it's much bigger than somebody worried about their ego. It's way much bigger than that. So I'm saying this to you all so you all can get involved and start understanding that all of the things that I had to talk about and show you evidence of was necessary to push us all into a format of being able to at least be on the same page with each other. And we all agree we have a substantial creation of the problem, okay, identified. Okay, we know that all this bullshit religion about some white man Jesus being supreme over everything on earth has been a selfish attempt, and a selfish successful attempt at leading everybody into being dumb, foolish ass following consumers. And that's just what we are. Not shadow property, we're not. Nobody own you. You just act like someone own you because you act stupid. So we're all victimized of being fooled and misled. But I'm never going to say that someone owns me. I'm never someone's property. Even the son doesn't want to own me. If the son wanted to own me, why would he give me opportunity to just run around and do everything I want at will? You know, as long as I'm willing to suffer the consequences for it. Somebody that owns you doesn't give you those type of privileges. They don't tell you that. You know, because you're suffering the consequences at their hand could be you being murdered. Okay, it says, knowing this first of all, that in the last days scoffers will come, following their own sinful desires. They will say, where is the promise of his coming? For ever since our fathers fell asleep, all things continue as they were from the beginning of creation. From the beginning of creation with you European people, there has always been war, mayhem, murder, deceitfulness, and pillaging and plundering. So you cannot try to say that this is something that would be patterned after a thought conceptualization from one of you guys. This is something that will be written because the people who wrote it knows for a fact there will be a need for someone to ask this question one day. Any African people know that there's no special, in the antiquity of us, we know that there's no specialized savior that will be the only savior. We know that these saviors come and go all the time. And this is what we know to be so. I mean, it is what we know to be so. And so there's no existence in our history where we ever tried to speak a knowledge of one God and that being the only God. That's foolishness. We've always fattened that in our mind. Forever. So as you can see, this is the volcano. But you can see the same color layout and the same format of it all being synonymous with just like what you saw in those meteorites, what they want them to be called. Meteorites, my ass. Okay. What they are is they are emanations of our Creator God that's here having an interaction on the earth with everyone, letting everyone know that we have been foolishly misled and accepted a type of information given to us to make us not be in compliance with what was the uniform thought that was specified for us. We've ventured away from that real far. And this fire now is here to make us, to bring us all back to the acceptance of our God, true encompassing, I meant to say. Now, this is going to be really a hard job to do, and it's going to take a whole lot of financing, and it's going to take a whole lot of understanding, and it's going to take a whole lot of, if you understand, teamwork. And we can't hire you white people on this earth forever thinking that you have the right to use all the commodities of the earth to just perpetuate your God as silly as the white man just being all that matter on the earth, and then nothing else gets done for other people. This is just rude selfishness, and especially after you've put us in your circumstances of slavery for 500 years. And see, the thing is, nobody is begging you guys. What I'm saying to you is that I have the light ships, all right, and I have the universal permission to utilize them if deemed necessary And that is one of the reasons why I keep showing you that I have my same connection in the volcano. You can see the color significance. You've got to be able to see that, because when you start overlooking nature so much that you can't identify the color spectrum and see the significance of them, and the significance giving you an indication of the power of the attributes and everything like that that could be considered descriptive to be synonymous with this type of arrangement of melanin. You understand, this is the world we live in that you guys have complicated and gave us too much Bugs Bunny and stupid shit with, as to where when I come out here and giving you true stuff, I'm telling you, don't you see the sun is corresponding with me when I tell you the green light, the sun started displaying green light? Don't you see the volcanoes around this planet having the same unique energy patterns with the water? Even I can even show you water. This is lava. This is not water. This is lava having these colors in it. Okay, this is fire that you're looking at. That's having these colors of this green and this orange medley together, because these green and this orange medley is the spectrum of the two goddesses that I tell you that I have working with me right now to eradicate you white people off this earth. And as you sit around here and treat me and the rest of us melanated people with such disregard, we are such heartful people with all the equipment I got and everything available to just do you just dirty, just get the fuck out of here. That doesn't happen. And the reason why is because those people that's controlling everything are very godly people, just like me. And they always want to say, well, we did give him sufficient time. You know, and everything that, considering I went through, getting broke up, having to fight and all that stupid shit, all because the commodities have been stolen so much that there's nothing left for you, nowhere for you to go. You know, you can't do no place you can go where someone has not already, or either the place is boarded up and vacant. Okay, some people got so much that they could just take spaces on the earth where no one else can live it. We just gonna board it up and leave it where, if we do want to come back here one day, we can use it. If we don't, we don't. And this is the stuff that this earth was not designed for a bunch of people to come with guns and be able to take control of it like that. And so that's the reason why you see the forest fires goes to places and they say, well, no one ever stayed there. Vacation homes. Well, since you never vacationed there, you know, it's became vacant. They went and the fire went and burned them up. And you can see the fires right there, green and orange. Synonymous. Like I've been telling you. That's in the volcano. Alright? That's the volcano. Alright, so now look at here. Here goes it in the water. Okay, now look. Here's the color spectrums that I was just telling you about. The electromagnetism showing you that it's even in the fish in the ocean, in the water. You see, it goes everywhere. It's unlimited to where it can go. Now I just showed you it in the volcano. Here it goes right here. All at the amusement park. Now look at that big piece of it right there. It's just showing you its awesome display and its power and what it can do. And that is not Jesus. Your Jesus is not going to just come out of nowhere behind all this and be greater than this, because he's never done anything except always wanted money and always took advantage of women and small children. That's the only thing I've ever seen happen. You guys come from a brutal existence of crusades and war, Muslim and Christians, and it's time for you guys to get off the planet with all that bullshit, okay? Now, I hate to be the one to tell you all that, but that's the truth. Thus says the sunlight, the true originator of all